So we're on Facebook and the Twitch?
No, no, I'm doing one or the other. We're simulcasting to our Facebooks.
Okay. So, so wait. So we're Facebook Live, and then we're on Twitch, or we're on Twitch and then we're on the Facebook.
We're
Which one
just on
wants to go?
Facebook. This isn't hard. We're only on Facebook.
Okay. All right. So, Twitch people of the Dan Law 83 Facebook page. No. Okay.
Just Facebook.
I would like the YouTube community of Dan Law 83. This is the Dan's Den Craig the Gun Show.
I haven't started recording it. I should probably do that.
Okay. Well,
There,
well, no,
there.
because you can just download it from Facebook Live.
Oh, can you? Okay, I've never
Yeah,
used it
that's how I've
before.
been getting all of mine that I haven't edited or posted yet.
Well, I'll do that then. I haven't used. I've never used Facebook, and like Harry. Why do I get you confused? You're both different colors, and you're both. He's good looking, and you're not. Craig just went live, and
So what you're saying is we're competing. We're competing Craig Lagan show against Craig Lagan show.
oh, there's no competition. He'll win.
Okay. Well, right here on the Craig Lagan show, you have a 2020 HIC Talk Radio Hall of Fame.
Why is it not? You know what? Now that I realize it would have been funnier if you made it a Craig Lagan show. Greatest guest thing. Now that I'm thinking about it.
See, if I didn't think that this would be one of those things that I just try and grate a Dean up with one day, and when he goes, I would have had vetoing powers, then I would have done that. But
Yeah.
thanks for the idea for next year. By the time I probably would have forgotten that you told me that, and I would have.
Oh, I'll remind you.
Idea. No, I would have thought it was an original idea by next year. So, yeah.
Oh, I'll have this video to remind you that you just stole my ID, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll claim fake news. I'll claim that you video. What's the thing? Not photoshopped. You video shopped this. Yes.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
We would have on this night, this day, right here, right now. I would have been sitting over there.
Yes, over there.
That's
yes,
my
exactly.
alibi. That's my alibi.
That's your alibi? Gotcha.
Yeah. I have proof.
Justin's already begun.
Justin's watching?
Yeah. Can you spell his beatus over the internet? I don't have the beatus.
Well, we were actually talking about your Beatus earlier because I was telling them about your mobile home.
Bunch
and
of assholes.
how your Beatus, you can actually feel the weight of your Beatus on the wheels of the mobile home.
That's not how beatus or stories work. That conversation earlier on Twitter, that's not how that works at all.
Well, Dan, I'm not a doctor.
No, you're not bright at all.
Someone once told me that I wouldn't be able to go to become a doctor because I don't have the patience. I mean, if I was a doctor, I'd be a great doctor. I don't know how I'd become. What would I be? The great Doctor Harry Barnett? Would I be Doctor the Great Harry Barnett? I really don't know. I just haven't decided. But yeah, Justin is here, and I'm sure he'll be telling you that you're a commie.
I don't pay attention to him as much as I don't pay attention to you.
Well, you should, because I'm kind of a big deal. But
Nah.
I had many a stories today, Dan. Many a tales. Many a things to tell you, things to tell the people, things to things to share. But I want to start this by asking you a question, Dan.
Go ahead.
Drink of choice. Which one do I go with?
I've never heard of the first one, so go with Pepsi.
Okay, well, the first one is what I've been going off of for the better part of a good few years, and it's probably what's made me such a hyperactive child at 29 years.
Child of 20. That is the truer words have never been spoken of. A hyperactive child of 29 years. I do want to say hi to Justin America, who, already commented. Jen Rawls and Vinny Hayes from Canada. What's up? Married to a
I don't know who any of those
Scouser.
people are apart from Justin, but I too will
People I like a hell of a lot better than you. That's who they are.
Well, none of them have the beta, so
Well, maybe. I don't. I cannot confirm to deny with Vince.
okay.
He's got other
Well, I'm not
problems.
his doctor. I'm not his doctor, but I wish him the best of
The
luck in
biggest
all his.
problem is he married a Scouser,
He married a what now?
somebody from Liverpool.
Oh,
How
I'm
do you
sorry to hear that.
how do you not know that? You're
Because I
from
didn't hear
England.
you because I have
You can't hear
a
die.
deafness. No, I have a deafness that has often come from the damage to my brain.
Let me just say I love Vonnie and I miss talking to you too. Vince and Siobhan, we should do this soon. We should do a Zoom conversation and just drink one night. Because I'm okay with drinking. Just
You have a drinking problem, Dan.
what happened?
You have a drinking problem. You haven't drunk enough today.
Yes, exactly. Again, truer words have been spoken. Before we go on with the screwing around, that I live in a mobile home that is double decker now, which is actually just a rancher with a second floor. Uh, I do actually want to talk to you. I'm very interested in hearing your stories. I don't want to say on the front line, but kind of on the front line while all this shit goes down. I don't know if you want to say where you work, but I guess it's a food and essentials dispensary.
I just want to stop you there. As accurate as it is, I don't like the term front line because
I understand. That's
the
fine.
term
Yeah.
front line, if you look at something like that, I see it as like hospitals, because even though we are essential as well, hospitals the front line.
Right.
Even so, I don't even like that term used for doctors, hospitals, nurses, blah blah blah, because again, that also sounds like a sort of a war. I know this really is a war on the disease, but still, not really a fan of that term. But
understood.
yeah,
I was trying to give you the respect because I am staying outside.
I appreciate that, but no, so I make a Facebook, a Twitter, all that sort of stuff thing last night post. I'm also aware that didn't sound in any remote sense of English.
I got it. That might be a problem for both of us.
My jumbled up words made sense to someone, even if they're a redneck hick. But yeah, I made a post last night about my work day. I'm not sure about well, no, I am sure because I've talked to numerous people in stores over your side of the world, Dan, and obviously over here we have limits to the amount of people that are allowed in stores. Well, they really are allowed in anywhere, but stores in particular. And was I was on the door at work yesterday and half of Tuesday.
No, thank you.
And for the most part, everyone's all right. You'd think, serious situation, give a little bit of patience. It's a tough situation for everyone. Everyone's got to suffer a little bit. But then there comes this one guy who, comes along in the queue. We got a queue. I'm only in a small shop. Queue was going around the corner, out of the car park. So it's quite a way. But obviously, with the limits comes telling people that we can only have, say, one person per family, because the government said it. One person per family, per household, or per couple. If you're queuing up with your family, cut it out. Just send one of you out. You don't need multiple people to do your shopping. Make a list when you're home. Simple as. If you think about it, you go into a shop, you've got people already in there working. They're going to want people to be able to come in as many as possible within the limit. So think of others. Don't just think of yourself and think, oh yeah, as a couple, we're going to go in together, we're going to shop together. Plan ahead. Plan ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to this one guy, well, couple, and as I see they're together, I assume, but I do ask, and I say, you two together? He says, yeah. I say, I'm going to have to ask, just one of you comes in. He says, oh, but we're a couple. And I'm like, yeah, that's why. And I point at the sign where it actually says the government advice where, one per household, couple, family, blah, blah, blah. And he has a little pout, he cuts, has a little tantrum. So his girlfriend comes in. Of course, at this time, with being on the door, can't just stand there, other things going on. And one less staff member to be able to have me on the door, so I've got to do other things. So turn my back for a couple of seconds, come back. My memory, I don't really remember that he was outside. Give it a couple of seconds, turn my back. Oh, who do I see coming down to the till? I see that couple coming down to the till. So, of course, for anyone that knows me, and Dan being one half of the people who invented the term nuking when it comes to me.
I did partly invent that. I just realized. I just remembered the whole thing the other day. Actually, I was like, "Oh, that was partly my fault."
You and our dear old friend Dean Dixon.
I love that guy.
Just to cut out for this story for a minute, I want to dedicate this show to our dear friend Dean Dixon, who is still among us. But yeah, so in that queue, the guy's standing there, and I'm not as angry as I used to be. I've calmed down a lot, but it's gonna hold your judgment for a minute there. It's gone from pure rage to calculated. I'll think about my rage, and it will be more weaponized than it would be simply explosion. So I look at the guy and I'm thinking, motherfucker, just he really thinks he's gonna get one over on the great Harry Barnett. So I walk right over to him, and in simpler terms, I tell him, look, the rules are there for a fucking reason, I don't want to be standing here, even though I do. I was having a great deal of fun fucking with people who were thinking that they could get one over on me. But everyone else was cool. But no, I explained to him, look, I told you to wait outside. I told you only one of you are coming in. So get the fuck back outside. So he throws another little tantrum.
Did you say that verbatim?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, good.
Yeah. Dan, you need to understand, I generally put myself up there. If I'm going to go somewhere, if I'm going to do something, you're not getting a different person just because I'm at work. You're getting the exact same person every single hour of this day. And yeah, I said to him literally to get the fuck outside. So he goes outside. And I knew, I could evaluate the fact that this is a weak-willed guy, that I can do something like that, and he's not going to go and fucking bitch and moan to someone else in the store about me, to which no one's going to do anything because people are fucking scared of me.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, few exceptions, but the right people are scared of me, so I can do what I want. But
that again, perfect. The right people are scared of you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
The situation that we're in, it's not convenient, but hey, a handful of people are very, and by handful I mean 2 or 3, less than 5. But I worked, because I had 10 days off, the 10 days that I was going to, obviously, of course, be in America.
Oh, that's right.
But I've been back 3 days, 2 of which, 1.5 of which I've been on the door. Yeah, literally, it's been a handful of people who have been difficult. Other than that, everyone else has been cool.
Right.
But this guy really thought he was going to get the better of me. Let me just point out there. Let me just hold that ring up there. You really think you're going to get the better of me?
I'm glad that's your bastion of how good you are. I appreciate that more than you know.
Name value, Dan. Name value.
Exactly. I'm kind of a big deal, but go ahead. You really think you're going to get one past me?
But yeah, that was the extent of it, and I don't remember. There was 2 parts to. What was my post again? Because I don't remember what I actually.
You just alluded to some things you were going to talk about. You had some stories.
Well, yeah, there was a number of things, and I mean, they generally. So I got a notification from 2 years ago.
Oh no!
Walking around in Deptford looking for the American Roughneck, and of course there was those geese walking around by the mall, and I felt appropriate to share that. And I was greatly entertained by that. But yeah, so where's my post?
I turned off my time hop. It's depressing now. It's like, oh, look at all the cool stuff that was happening. I'm stuck at home. Never mind.
that's my next thing. But after this one, the other thing was when we're told about going out for shopping. This one's not such a big deal. It was more a frowned upon thing than a sort of hey, don't do that because you can hardly police this. This isn't exactly hey, you see someone do this and you go no. When obviously seeing more or less the same people all the time, it's a small shop. You generally see the same people on a daily basis. Well, before this, but when it came to this lockdown situation, government obviously says when shopping, do it as infrequent as possible, once a week if possible. So I've worked 3 days this week, and there's been countless people I've seen every single day, and they're not buying essential things. It's literally cigarettes, snacks, just general shit that you could just stock up on in one go,
Yeah.
rather than going. I get it. You want to go out of the house. You don't want to be stuck in. Hey, guess what? Neither do we. Neither do we. Neither does anyone else. But still, these people are literally going out getting one thing, getting literally ridiculous shit that you don't need. And it's like, well, when the lockdown restrictions get worse, which touch wood right in front of me, this beautiful table, it's a beautiful desk with a nice drawer, 6 drawers, well, 7 drawers. Um,
Lots of
touch
drawers.
wood. Yeah, there are lots of drawers. I am actually very happy with this table. I actually do want to convert it to be able to put stuff in the way of the drawers though instead, because yeah, it's another story for another
Anyway,
day.
yes, go ahead.
Um, touch wood that the restrictions don't get worse, but if they do, it will be because of people like that.
Yeah.
But it's just funny standing on the door, seeing the same people coming in day after day. And I did sort of jokingly say to them, I was like, you're only meant to go out once a week, right? Oh, really? Between, in their defense, that there's, let's say, 3 people. It wasn't just 3 people, but there's 3 people in particular who are of the same family, coming in at different times. But Justin America has mentioned me in a comment. Is he typing in the chat, or is that?
Yes, I was gonna let you finish your thought, and then I was gonna go right to that.
Okay. So
I'm monitoring. Just do your thing, and I'll do mine. Thank you.
Those 3 people are in the same family, coming in at different times. They're not the brightest people in the world. To say that someone I used to associate with, a female who is trash, to say that
as her entire family is trash.
To say that I look fondly upon her making fun of one of those 3 people really says something, because I hate her fucking guts. But yeah, go on with Justin's comment.
Let me address it, and then and then you can go after me. Just in America, because only in America. Harry, can you explain to Daniel that 5G does not cause corona? Yes, I know that, Justin, because I'm not an idiot. Like the people in the UK that are burning down 5G towers, which, wouldn't you know it, we have a gentleman here from the UK on right now.
Well, I just want to make, before I address said comment, I just want to make a very strong statement to say that I'm not allowed to play with fire, so I will not be burning down any towers. I do often...
Oh, is that why?
Request... No. I do often request the gift of fire. The cavemen, such as Roughneck, did gift us fire. And Dean's older than the caveman, so I won't say Dean. But yeah, people such as Roughneck, he's a caveman. They gave us fire. But I do ask for fire and sharp objects, but people don't allow me. So going on with Justin's point, Dan?
I know. Don't stop it. I know it doesn't. Because Dan, that's a different kind of illness.
It doesn't cause it. Dan, I want you to really know that it does not cause it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me.
I know you don't have any kind of 5G, 4G, 2G, 3G.
We have 4G. We don't have 5G in this area.
Or even G, right there in your mobile home.
I don't live in a mobile home.
But
my mobile home on my mobile phone.
Just because you don't have any form of G, 2G, 3G, 4G, or even 5G in your mobile home, your home on wheels, your Beatus mobile, just because you don't have
That'll stick.
any kind of G in that home of yours on wheels, does not mean that you should instigate your fellow communists out there to go and burn down these towers.
Why would you tell Justin he's a communist? He's the one
Oh,
posting
no,
about
Justin
the 5G.
was the one asking the question.
Oh, I know, but he's posting
Don't
about the 5G. He's lying. He's twisting. He's changing the story. That son of a
Wait,
bitch.
Is Justin the one burning them down?
I think he's sending his constituents out there to burn them down. Yeah.
Dan, I can see the lies in your eyes.
You can see
just
the
like
lies in my eyes?
Just like I'd be able to see the fetus in your leg if it wasn't under the camera.
I have pants on for the first time in weeks. Believe it or not.
You wear shorts.
And I actually have pants on. It's cold. Omega Squad said 5G is my rap stage name.
Well, first of all, I want to take this moment to not only did I dedicate this show to our old friend Dean Dixon, but I also want to dedicate this and the previous show to Omega Squad.
Omega Scud? Yeah, Omega Scud. Omega Scud missile.
On Earth, I'm sure that's what he'd be known as on Earth too. But I want to dedicate this and the previous show to Omega Squad Chris Green. I saw him playing his guitar on Facebook Live a few weeks, months, days ago. Who knows?
It's like last year, wasn't it?
Time eludes me on any good day. Like I'm in my head. Not only am I a child, I am a dog because I have no concept of time. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 5 years. I don't know. I really don't know.
That Omega Squad guy is an asshole. That was the comment he left. I'm just reading the comments. This is more interactive than Twitch. I'm going to do the shows on this from now on. Damn.
Oh, I wonder who gave you that.
I wonder who. It was some limey bald bastard that thinks I live in a mobile home that told me to do this. I still didn't use the program you told me because I figured out OBS does it the same way.
Yeah, but you don't understand. StreamYard, you don't need an app. You don't need anything like that. You just literally sign onto the website and then you're there.
Yeah, but I like this app, though. Works fine, though.
I like this. What are you, a child with your candy? When Kelly comes in, she offers you for dinner, and you're like, but I like this. I want to eat my candy.
You know what a reply is? You know what a reply is when I say that? Make your own fucking... make your own fucking dinner.
Daniel,
I eat plenty of vegetables, you bastard. Is Harry... What? Hold on, I'm trying to read this. I'm just going to read what he wrote. This is from Omega Squad. Is Harry Doctor... Oh, is Harry Doctor Who with his flexible time sense? Do you have a TARDIS, Harry?
No, he travels in time. I just can't tell the difference between time because I could sit here. Let's say we did this show for an hour, Dan. I could sit here for an hour with you, and it could feel like 5 minutes. It could feel like 5 years. I wouldn't know the difference. Literally, I just have a poor command over time.
Gotcha.
But if I was Doctor Who, I wouldn't repeatedly change into old dudes. I would look this great all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Clearly, he needs to fix up his regeneration because I regenerate. I often, this is a shoot, as they say, I do heal real fast.
Yeah.
And I like to think I actually do have some form of regeneration, but I seem to remember I had a story to tell before we got interactive, but I don't remember what that story was.
Omega Squad said you're more Nurse Who.
No. I find that disrespectful, Omega Squad, Chris Green, and I want to now remove my dedications to you for this and the previous show.
You rescinding it?
Now I will dedicate this and the previous show to the next person I interact with because that's what I do.
Well, Justin said you had a great idea, so just dedicate it to him.
I don't need to dedicate it to Justin. Justin knows that he is a hero among regular people that are typing on Facebook.
He's overrated.
Dan, take that back, or
absolutely not.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to rescind any dedication to you because the only thing that's ever been dedicated to you is
Think of it quickly. Come on. Yeah, come on, funny guy. Let's do it. Come on, you'll think of something. You made Chris Green mad. Omega Squad, you made mad. Or sad, not mad. Sad. Sorry, I'm reading a lot of comments.
Those little sad faces on the Facebook.
No, he said I has a sad.
Well, I mean, you know, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
You'll be okay, Omega.
No, I really don't remember what that story was.
Good.
I was looking.
Hey, Joe Henry, what's up? Hi, Kim Dye. It's been a long time. Hope you guys are doing well. Mike King, hope you're doing well, too. Cassandra King. I got the Kings watching. The Kings are watching.
Jerry Lawler's watching?
No. The Kings that I like.
We're a bit old for him, Dan.
Yeah, we're a bit old. He's a bit old for a computer. To be honest. I was just telling the story as far as Lawler. And I'll tell you this story because the podcast isn't out yet. But I'm not embarrassing my dad. I just thought it was awesome. Dad has always criticized my love for wrestling since I could talk.
Does he criticize your love of WCW?
No, just wrestling in general. He doesn't know the difference.
Does he laugh when you cry about WCW being gone?
I don't cry about WCW.
Only on the inside.
That's every morning I wake up and I go, WCW's dead.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
But Craig and I, on the Craig Lagan Show, as you would call it, otherwise known as the HIC Wrestling Podcast.
I just want to stop you there. I call every show the Craig Lagan Show.
I noticed.
Because it's a line of vocab guidance. I don't call these podcasts, I don't call them streams. I call them the Craig Lagan Show.
Justin America, it's 1-0, ho-hos, not hoo-hoos, and I don't eat those, you idiot. God. Anyway.
But he is right, you do have to beat us.
I don't know, he's wrong. He's factually and medically incorrect. So I was talking.
I remember. That was it.
Okay, well, I'm going to finish my story first because this is my count. So shut up. Mine's quicker. So, Dad, we got into another discussion about.
Your dad, Dan.
You haven't met my dad? He's been to the building when you've been there.
No, I just said I'm not your dad, Dan.
No. I'm talking to my dad in this conversation that we're having.
Is he there?
No, he's not there. He's in New Jersey. Okay, I'm gonna. So anyway, we were getting into another discussion about why I love wrestling, and I was explaining to him. Nowadays, it's a little less. It's a little less, but back in the day, it was just like a TV. You bought it. It was like a sporting event. It was like a TV show. And then I broke his mind, and I explained to him, "Hey, do you remember when Andy Kaufman got in the wrestling ring and his neck was broken by that wrestler?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he broke his neck." And I said to my dad, "No, he didn't. It was part of the show." And he just went, "What?" I was like, yeah, that wasn't real. It was wrestling. It was part of a story. 37 years later, I blew his mind that, yeah, that's when it was still presented as an event, not a TV show. It's different now. I like the old wrestling better than I still watch the new wrestling. I'm not Jim Cornette about it where I'm going to threaten the lives of people because we don't see eye to eye, which he tends to do on many, many occasions, and it gets a little old and regurgitated. But I think he finally got it. He's like, oh, I think I understand why you used to watch it so much. I was like, yeah. Justin says, does he criticize your love for... Oh, we already talked about that. Chris, Omega Squad said that... I can't... Well, it's so small. I'm getting old. Do you need stronger glasses, the ambiguity of Lagans. I'll be surprised if Harry knows what that word means.
I have Google.
I was going to say, me too, because I'm going to have to look that one up. It's your story, sir.
Yeah, so two things. One is the most recent. So when I saw you pull that little face when you said about how he got when you told him that he didn't actually have his neck broken, I imagine that's the face you pull when you wonder how your motorhome got from one place to another. I
don't have a motorhome. I'm just going to say it every time you say it.
Well, it's just like... You're in denial, Dan, because you just wonder how your motorhome gets from one location to another. You just like you go outside and you're like,
is it a motorhome or a mobile? Is it a Hold on, is it a mobile home or a mobile home or a motorhome? Pick one, because they're not the same.
Are they not the same?
No. A motorhome is actually like an RV, a caravan in England.
Okay.
A mobile home is bigger and can do either or.
Okay,
An RV cannot.
a caravan is a place that people live in.
Yeah, but a caravan is smaller than an actual mobile home. A mobile home is like a trailer park.
Dan, I'm not judging the size of your home. You can
No,
live
no,
in
I'm
as
just
big or
telling you you're
smaller
goddamn
of a
wrong.
place
That's
as
what
you
I'm
want.
saying is you're wrong. What I'm saying is you're wrong because you're trying to be funny and like Mark Madden, you can't write any new material for the last 20 years, so you keep regurgitating the same stuff. Kind of like Jim Cornette, but less threatening.
I'll have you know, yesterday I came out with plenty of great material that I wasted on Twitter when I could have been entertaining 3 people on this Facebook live stream.
I don't have diabetes. My cataracts are fine. It was just really small and across the desk. Justin put a sock in it. Anyway, your story, Harry.
Should we get you two magnifying glasses to attach to your
I
glasses?
used to wear. If you saw a picture of my glasses, you'd be wondering why I'm not wearing them now. But go ahead.
Well, Dan, I'm sure you don't come in. You don't come in first for ridiculous glasses because you know there was
I'm waiting for the.
a whale of a woman that used to wear some ridiculous glasses, and well, hopefully, yeah, hopefully the Beatles hits her one day. But hey, I'm no doctor. I just know how much that family eats.
Tell your story, please.
Okay, so
Hi, Holly. How you doing?
there were 2 stories. There were 2 stories. One, I just want to backtrack a little bit to when I killed Dan. Justin, I killed Dan. For my alibi, if they wonder how he died, you say he died of the pizza.
Oh my God! If we could only say the name of the people you're talking about, Bolins, it would be so much funnier, Bolins.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's a pandemic. What's he gonna do? Yell a lot on Twitter and talk about how much he hates Trump for 4 hours while molesting children in his basement?
He doesn't have a basement, Dan.
Allegedly.
He lives in the basement.
Kicking out of the
So when I judged Chris Green, Omega Squad, for calling me Nurse Who, I find that disrespectful because I worked with 3 nurses before. Obviously, you were joking. I'm not holding a gun to your head. But,
well, Omega Squad, that's respectful because he doesn't let anybody know when he's joking. So you're on another tier. I'm just a piece of shit.
I don't do joking. I have a very serious face. I worked as a mortician for about 30 years, and you know, very serious business.
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
For at least 50 years, and you know. But anyway, Dan, stop. You're very distracting when I'm trying to tell a story.
Well, you can't do 2 things at once? I'm doing 6 things at once. Get your goddamn story.
Okay, well, I worked with 3 nurses for a little bit. Very nice people, you know, and I'm sure in this difficult time, you know, it's very difficult for them, much like all healthcare professionals. So, you know, that just made me remember. But no, it was funny. He was trying to be funny. I'll give you a little clap. There you go. There you go. But no, I ordered a lot. I ordered a lot of stuff on Amazon between Wednesday and today. Dan, I got a refund for something, so I literally was just like, I've got £200 to spend. I'm going to buy a lot of things. But I did say on Twitter earlier, if someone could guess how many packages I got before we actually went live on the stream, that they'd get exactly nothing. So I'm wondering if you care to guess how many packages I got down.
I'm going to guess 11.
Let me go back because I just
check your order status.
I clicked on one of them.
Hello, James Hilton. How you doing?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Holy
16, 17, 18.
Do you have the selection that says group in littlest as much as packages possible? Do you have that selection?
We do. I don't think I chose that. But
I think you haven't.
They all turn up at different points because obviously with the current situation, Amazon has been hit very hard. So Prime is not a thing currently. So nothing will be here tomorrow. Nothing was here today. Nothing was here yesterday. What day was yesterday? Thursday? Yeah, nothing was here yesterday. I think the earliest anything comes is Tuesday. Um, and it ranges from Tuesday to the 11th slash end of May because I ordered a rocking chair for my outdoors bit on the deck there. So yeah, I have many things to turn up, Dan. Some of which, well, no, those are my Amazon things. I also have parts for my 3D printer, which was thought dead, but I have also been given instructions of certain things to do, to which I could revive it. I could revive the once thought dead 3D printer, Dan, because
We're
so.
saved.
What's that?
I said we're saved. Everything's going to be fine. Your 3D printer works.
Well, let's go back a year, Dan, because a year ago, some things happened. Obviously, I hit my head a year ago. You may remember, I often told the story about hitting my. I believe you were the first podcast I told. You know,
Yeah, I believe myself, Roughneck. I think maybe Justin. Maybe one other person was the one that told
Dan,
you to.
Dan, what you need to remember is I call podcasts, I call streams, live shows. I call them Craig Lagan shows, but I call the actual host the podcast. So you were the first podcast I talked to. No, I slipped up on my own vocab guidelines.
Yes, you did. She did.
You were the first host of the Craig Lagan show that I actually told. That I actually told my story to when I hit my head last year. Obviously, after I hit my head last year at work, I went and I wanted something to do, something to take my mind off of that and the drama of the attack of the whales of the year before. And the attack of the whales,
the country was it the old country buffet whales? I'm not paying for this.
The stampede of the elephants. Think of other large animals. Justin, give me some more large animals and
the hippos.
The hippos, yeah. This is
illegal alien.
But yeah. That's not a large animal, but that's an accurate statement
of the other person.
The accurate statement of the daughter.
Yeah.
Just in case they want to send that trash home. And just to get political for a minute. Just to get political for a minute. I don't usually go there, but this situation.
No. This is not this is about the one person, the one piece of shit we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Just to get political, I don't go there because I'm good people. I don't agree with such terminology and such shit. But
Justin takes care of the rest of them. You're talking about one person.
Justin, that's Justin shit, not us.
I'm never living that down.
He's good at it. He loves it, and
Chris said instead of quarantine stress eating, Harry appears to be stress Amazon shopping. And Justin
No. This is not a quarantine thing because I would have done exactly the same.
Yeah, Chris, I was gonna say that's not fair because he buys like 30 packages a month usually every day. Can you see what I did there? And Justin America says, do you have a permit to enjoy the Queen's outdoors? The Queen's outdoors.
Well, see, I have a permit to do whatever I want because, see, I've got one hand here and I've got the other hand here. See that? These hands are my permits. And working in an essential service, I generally just walk along, and if someone wanted to say, where you going? I say, I'm going to work. Well, why are you dressed like that? Well, I get dressed to work. You want to take me to work? Cool, I'll go to work. I'll stand there for a minute. Once you go away, I'll go home.
Go back inside.
And if you don't want to bother me, then cool, I'll just turn around and do whatever I want to do. But I've actually been good when it comes to not really doing anything. When I had my 10 days off last week, to be honest, I watched the Dave Spieler.
Yeah, I was gonna say Captain Dave showed up. Captain Dave said hello to HIC Talk Radio, the Harry Barnett, the above average comedian Daniel Colachico, and guys, how are you guys holding up during this unprecedented COVID-19 crisis? I'm doing just fine. Harry is alive and doing much better than I am.
I just want to take this moment to dedicate this show to Captain Dave and the efforts that he takes
Is that
to
the
type out.
dedication you stole from Omega Squad?
Did I steal it from him? I seem
You
to
took
remember
it back.
retracting it. I retracted
You
it for good
retracted
reason,
it.
but
Yeah.
I want to point out that I have a tremendous amount of respect for every single time that Captain Dave types out a message. He can't just say, hi, hello. He types out every single thing, and that
Yeah.
takes guts. And
Captain
takes
Dave has a lot of love to give.
Yeah, exactly. And I was talking about his commitment to the people, and Dan was talking about his penis. But,
What? My
you
what?
know, no, not yours, Captain Dave's.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
not.
has a lot of love
That's
to give.
that's actually not what I meant. I don't know why your mind went there.
Um, no, your mind went there, Dan.
Well,
My
I was
words.
not. I honestly wasn't talking about that. I don't even know why that. Anyway, move
You're
on.
going red. You're going red, Dan. um, but yeah, before Captain Dave said hello, and this is the thing: when someone tags me in something, for some reason my computer tells me. I don't understand how that works because I don't have Facebook open. But yeah, this is the computer that I was told to get rid of when I was the co-host. Sorry, I hate that term because I was the host of that show, and I was the only one that that large man referred to as the host. Everyone else was the co-host because, well, I'm a star, and everyone else was
Just the,
just a co-host
the
of a podcast.
just you referring to him
Um,
as that large man.
well, he is a large man, Dan. It doesn't matter.
Hasn't he
If,
lost a
you know,
bunch of waiters and he put it back on now
Dan,
that they're in
it
quarantine?
doesn't matter. A pig could be starved before it was slaughtered, but it's still a pig, and you know he may well have lost weight. I don't care. I mean, you know, I was going to go really really harsh then, but even for him, I'm not going to. But
Um,
before Captain Dave, go on.
Hold on. I have more comments. This is what you wanted for Facebook Live, so we have interaction.
Yeah, this is why I suggested Facebook, Dan.
Yeah. No, we should do this more often. Omega Squad, Harry has more dedications than Casey Kasem. Do you get that reference?
Then who now?
Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem. Isn't
Casey
that the
Kasem was a
Whoa, whoa,
legendary.
whoa, whoa, let me guess. Russ. Isn't that the guy that Stephen Amell played in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, that's Casey Jones.
Okay, carry on.
Casey Kasem was a legendary DJ that started American Top 40 in America, and he was the voice of Shaggy in
Well,
Scooby
generally,
Doo.
if it's American, then it
Yes,
is
I know. I
American.
just said I'm also reading comments at the same time. Blow me. Justin America, Rich Concannon joined the chat, and Justin America said the ALM fan of the month for April. I'm going to read verbatim, even though he's making fun of my eyesight. Justin still can't spell month. Rich Concannon said pop, and of course, Dave Spieler, Captain Dave had a response. Yeah, I do. I representing my Captain's Corner podcast exclusively on YouTube and Yes Anchor. Okay.
Well,
Plus,
just before you go on there, I just want to take a moment to say that Captain Dave, the single greatest regret of my not being able to go to America is not being able to be on the Captain's Corner podcast. I was very much anticipating being on that podcast. I think I told Jimmy Chondo Lion, whose feet I am going to stamp on when I come back to America with my 3D printed shoes.
You promised me that.
I promise you, Dan, just to show you, Captain Dave, I have these 3D printed shoes, which I am going to stamp on.
That's on Facebook now. You've had those shoes on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and Chandita cannot deny
no,
that
I'm
they
not going to
exist.
stamp on his sister's feet. I'm going to stamp on his feet. But
can you stamp on both of them? Because
Dave,
I think his sister might like it.
Captain Dave, I just wanted you to know that I very much was looking forward to being on that podcast, and that is the biggest regret of me not being able to come to America. Continue with the comments.
He continues by saying, I'm still on hiatus with no shows for the time being. When all this COVID-19 crisis ends, when it ends, I'll be back in action based in Philadelphia and New Jersey region. Much love and respect to you both, and Double D Dean Dixon. I miss Dean Dixon. I was talking to him today.
Is he isolating for 12? Oh no, that's over here. Isolating for 12 weeks for the elderly.
He's not elderly. That's not fair. Terry Whitmer, how you doing? Chris said he figured you wouldn't get that reference. It was more for my amusement since I'm old. I got it too, so we're both old.
How old is Chris?
I think he's roughly the same age as Dean, which is not fucking elderly.
So Chris doesn't look that old though.
No, because Chris takes care of himself.
Whereas
Dean
Dean
doesn't
looks
look
like
that
80.
old. Gray does not mean old. Gray.
Look, in Dean's defense, I knew a guy who was grey at like 12. So,
Yeah, and his name is Eric Bischoff.
No. I think
Oh.
his name was Stefano. He was a large man too.
You just attracted the large people. You're doing a show with me. You're making the show with
But Dan,
Bolin.
you're my favorite large person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
And I
even
don't.
though you have the beatus,
I'm not. I don't have the beatus. Literally no beatus. Well, maybe a little bit. No, Dean. Listen, Dean. I look up to Dean even now. To be serious for a second,
Well, he
even
is
the
quite
last.
tall.
He's not that
So of course you're
much
gonna look
taller
up
than
to
me.
him.
I'm not. I look up to everybody, except for you,
Dean
you
was
little
like 7
bastard.
foot tall.
But he has completely transformed his life. Now that not only did you dump a heavyweight, that man had to dump some heavyweight.
Emphasis on the heavy man.
Yes, this was not as heavy, but it was still a weight. And after a rough patch, Dean has come out amazingly.
You could say that we both took out the trash.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Funny
Dean looks
American
amazing.
take out the trash.
I still have all my hair over both of you, so kiss my ass.
Yeah, you're going there though.
What, the hair? Yeah, I went there.
Yeah.
What can I actually? This is the first time I'm bringing it up with you. Last week I was having a crisis. Like what do I do? This is getting too long. And Kelly's like, we're gonna shave it. I said, but then I won't have anything on Harry.
Well, Dan, I just want to take this moment. Is Kelly around for me to say this, or am I going to have to say this and then you?
I can relay the message. I have headphones on. She can't hear it.
Okay, so I'm going to look into the camera here in case she's back there watching, and I want to say, Kelly, next time you go out to the store, or next time you send Dan out to the store, and
It's
say that
me
he
going
can
to the
play 15, he can play 15 minutes of Ghostbusters if he goes down and does his chores.
I beat the game.
Dan, I'm looking at the camera talking to Kelly. Stop interrupting.
Yeah, but nobody's looking at you,
Grown-ups
mother.
are talking, Dan. Grown-ups are talking. All right?
I mean, I'll just
But the
mute
fact
you.
of the
You'll be
matter
done
is-
talking.
The fact of the matter is, Kelly, I want when you send Dan out to the store after he's done his chores, well, for him to do his chores after he's been told he can play Ghostbusters for 15 minutes, even though he says he's finished it, and then he'll play it again. That's all he has, other than the NHL.
There, yeah.
I want you to get him to pick up some razors. And then you tell him he's got to use the razors on his head.
I can't do
When
the
he
razors
uses
on my head,
when
dude.
he uses the razors on his head, he's
I can't.
never going to get it back.
I'll
Right?
never
He's
be
never
able
gonna
to
get
use
it
the
back.
razors, though.
Because that's how my hairline is as messed up as it was, because I've been using razors on my
Hold
head.
on, Harry, Chando's on.
Well, I want to take this moment to tell my dear friend Jimmy Chondo Lion that these are waiting for you especially. And I've just seen you change my name, you motherfucker.
It's been like that for 20 minutes, you idiot. Pain in the ass. All right, fix it quick.
I can't be bothered to pick my keyboard up.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it in a second. Danielle said I'm not allowed to cut my hair because ponytail Dan needs to happen. That's never happening.
Wait, who said that?
Danielle.
Okay, carry on.
She also asked you when Kelly became oh my God.
Speak English, damn it.
When did Kelly become my mom? She didn't. Harry's an idiot. Dave Spieler also
No,
said.
I just want to say that came from Justin. Anyway, Justin, I hate to stooge out, but Justin was the one who I heard saying.
Of course he did.
Speaking as if she was your mother, and I was like, I'm going to do that as well.
No comment about Justin and women. Captain Dave said, Harry Barnett, beautiful. Last time when I saw Chondo, oh, this is good timing now that Chondo's in the room, was at Stan Kawasa's Intergender Bonanza 5, and that was my last show before professional wrestling stopped. Hold on, he's not done. Now with social distancing, I do my Captain Scorver podcast at home, doing Captain Day's Deathmatch Wrestling Greatest Hits review, and Double D Dixon does not look old. He's considered a legendary great commentator of our time, bar none. I said it exactly verbatim. Justin said Kelly became his mom the day they met. No, again, Kelly is not my mom, and I reiterate what I just said, Justin. I'm the winner, you're the loser. So...
I just want to disregard those final comments of Captain Dave. I agree with everything else he said. But Dean does look old.
He does not look old, you cruel bastard. He looks better than both of us.
Old people can look better than younger people.
Well, they can, but he's not old. What is old to you?
However old Dean is.
I actually forgot.
You
Chris is only 3 months older than Dean, by the way.
Repeat that for me?
Chris is Omega Squad's only 3 months older than Dean.
He's not older than Dean.
He is. He just said that.
No, I don't believe you. I think.
Why would Omega Squad lie?
He's not. I think you doctored the comments.
I'm gonna find it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it.
If I go to the comments, it will say edited by Dan.
No, it won't. I'm like two. Oh, I'm sorry. I did get it wrong. He's younger. He's 3 months younger. Here and to stick to my word, I'm gonna put it on screen.
Yeah, I just see it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Give me time. Hold on. Another comment. Younger. Yes, I'm getting creative. Justin, again, you have no room. Hey, Mr. I call him Mr. Chambers. The boss over at Big Gold Belt podcast is here. And I'm honored. I didn't think you'd be in here. Thank you. Look, I can do camera cuts now.
Can you really?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I've been doing it the whole show. If I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna go live. I'm not gonna half-ass it.
I see you on the same. Oh, do you mean as in it's switching between us, or?
Yeah. You'll see it on Facebook Live. It's the regular show. I Okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you meant that you were going kind of like Keiko and his wife, the way they got the multiple camera things.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have to. I can't really. Oh please! I've been wanting you to do it. You have to. I miss you too, dude. We'll get together soon, man. I can't wait until we have. As far as prime time, aim for probably the fall. Hopefully, if everything works out the way it's supposed to.
That will hurt.
Autumn.
There we go. Yeah, I don't believe in autumn. I only believe in summer and winter.
I wish. Except for the summer part. I lost my train of thought. Take it over.
Well, Dan, as someone who has no train of thought, who just tends to talk until he remembers what he's talking about.
No
kidding. I don't remember what I was talking about. So
I can't believe that you would ever. I can't believe that's a thing. Who would ever think such a thing of you? I don't know.
Well, I go on.
I was gonna say, you mentioned earlier about the restrictions. They're starting to do that in the States, where they're restricting. A counterpoint to what you're saying, they're starting to restrict people that are going into the stores as well.
Yeah, Mark Angel told me it's 700. Or at least in his store.
That's Target, right?
I think it's Walmart.
You might be right. I can't remember which store. That might be changing soon, too. People don't start listening. Crap.
Well, literally, here, even in the big stores, it's like literally less. I think it's less than 10.
Yeah, I think so.
It's less than 10 with us. So even in the big stores, literally, I'm being told that people are saying, oh, they're going to the biggest stores and they're having to queue like all the way around the car park. Where with us, because where the way we're laid out, it's like a one-way. Captain Dave's got another comment.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish your thing first, and then I'll read Captain Dave's book.
The way we're laid out is we've got a one-way system with the car park where cars will sort of go round behind us, round in front of us, and then out. So literally, the out bit where the people would start, they'd go round and then be a long-ass queue going into the door. So it's not as long as these big stores, but still, for a small little shop like us, it really is a hell of a line. But yeah.
Is
You
it?
tell the comments now.
Mr. Spieler's next book reads, "Guys, I'm 40 years old. I love you, Dave. I'm just kidding. Oh wait, I just realized it was longer than I thought. Okay, uh, I'm not reading all this. I don't look.
Come on, read it all. Read it
I'm
all.
gonna read kind of all of it.
He's taking the time.
Guys, I'm 40 years old. I don't look that old. I'm kind of more of a teenage inside. I'm going to read it verbatim. I'm kind of more of a teenage inside me, and three of fine gentlemen, Harry Barnett, Dan the Man, Daniel Colachico, at DanLaw83, and Omega Squad, and Double D, all of HIC Talk Radio, where you can watch Obey the Puck, WWE, MMA show, etc. The other show doesn't exist anymore.
Did he reference my
Yep.
film show?
No, not yours.
Oh, okay. I know, yeah.
Not yours.
But yeah, I don't entirely know what the point of that was, other than him saying he's not old. But Dean, Dave, Dan.
I'm Dan. Dean's not here. That's Dave.
Okay. Well, sometimes when you read Captain Dave's comments, sometimes when I read Captain Dave's comments, it makes me think that all of these people are in the same room. But yeah, Captain Dave.
Behind you.
Captain Dave, I hate to sort of ruin my bit, but I often say Dean looks old just because I enjoy grating at some people. Dean's not actually old. I know that. But,
don't let it. No, keep it kayfabe, Harry. Come on. You
Dan,
don't know. Wait, there's two people I love. I'm gonna break. I don't. No, I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. There are two people,
Yeah.
one of you included, and somebody else in the chat.
Yeah.
When they post somebody, I will always get a message from somebody. Is this motherfucker serious? And I always have to find creative ways to be like, I don't know. This is the most entertaining thing. Justin America said this is the most entertaining thing since the pandemic breakout. I'm going to give you credit because I know if I give myself credit, he's just going to make me feel like crap. And then I have to explain to somebody that he's absolutely being serious.
He is serious.
He is, I know. I just said. I said that.
He's like an entertaining Ron Storm because he's being serious.
Entertaining is a strong word.
Well, no, I mean he's an entertaining Ron Storm. Ron Storm isn't entertaining, but he's serious.
Jesus Christ. Another name. Remember the old days? We used to have Robert on, or we used to have you on in the comments, and people would mention somebody, and then we'd get the heat. Dean and I would immediately get the heat. I didn't say anything, but I am gonna. But F you. Who are you talking to? I'm an adult.
I often think, how can I get them into trouble today? It's almost like being a referee who doesn't want a show to have insurance. It's literally,
You can't.
Why,
Harry? Whatever do you mean? What kind of promoter would want such a thing and not pay for medical coverage or an ambulance at a show?
Ladies and gentlemen of Dan's stream, sometimes I
work
get
shoot.
to know people. Sometimes I get to know people, and I know what breaks them and what can.
Oh my God!
Just break them with a second of. I don't like to break them as in break their soul, but I can just have Dan sitting there with his little glasses and his hairline that's going the way of mine and Justin's, and I could just simply say something, a trigger phrase, and he'll literally be crying. He won't be crying, sad crying, but he will be crying like a small child. But he'll be laughing, and I very much enjoy that type of breaking people because I don't want to break someone sad break. That's really easy. I could just tell Dan that WCW he already knows it did. But instead, I could just, I could make several observations, like how there's people who live in Louisville who are bigger than a house.
Mobile house?
Point out how there's a former referee, I don't know, no one wants to book him.
Disclaimer, Dan Law 83 has nothing to say about the situation except laugh.
Are you frozen? Your picture looks frozen.
No, I might be. No. Oh, but you are. Uh-oh, we lost Harry. whatever do we do?